It would be hard to overstate the upheaval that 2020 has brought to many of our lives. In just a few short months, we have seen dramatic natural disasters, a worldwide pandemic, dramatic swings in our economy, and businesses struggling to survive. We've seen riots and increased tension in our streets, cities literally set on fire. We've seen political divisions at an all-time high. Each side seems to be digging in deeper and are ever more set in their respective ways. What is a Christian to do in such an environment? We are called to live in a different way from the world, but how do we do that when much of our days are spent just trying to get by, just trying to survive? Recently I saw a post on social media that was talking about many of these events that have happened so far in 2020, and it closed out with this statement. It said, maybe the Sermon on the Mount is the best handbook we have for 2020. I think that person was probably right. Therefore, this fall, we're going to be doing a special book study here at First Baptist. We're going to be studying together The Good and Beautiful Life, Putting on the Character of Christ by James Bryan Smith. This book is an in-depth study of the Sermon on the Mount and asking how it applies to the life of the believer. It's the second in a series of books. Now, we read the first one, many of us, this summer. It was called The Good and Beautiful God. But don't worry, if you weren't able to be a part of that first one, this one stands on its own. It's very good. You don't have to have that prerequisite knowledge to understand and to be able to participate. We're going to be meeting via Zoom on Wednesday nights so that everybody can participate. Even those that aren't quite ready to get out and to come to church in person yet, you can still tune in from home. Throughout the time, we're going to be limiting the groups to a smaller number so that we can foster conversation and dialogue. And so we're going to limit them to 10 people, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to have two different groups, one that meets at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays and one that meets at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. So we're going to keep those strictly to an hour, and the groups will run for 3 months. They'll start on September the 16th and will run through December the 16th. So if you're interested in being part of this study, please fill out the registration form below and reserve your spot. And I believe this is going to be a meaningful and timely study in the life of our church and in the life of our broader culture. I really look forward to digging down deep, sinking our roots deep into the soil of Jesus' teaching and allowing it to do its transforming work in our heart and in our lives, making us more like our Savior Jesus. We hope you'll come and join us.